Keanu Reeves once said, if you have been brutally broken but still have the courage to be gentle to other living beings, then you're a badass with the heart of an angel.
Robin Williams once said, I don't know how much value I have in this universe, but I do know that I've made a few people happier than they would have been without me. And as long as I know that, I'm as rich as I ever need to be.
Elvis Presley once said, the first time that I appeared on stage, it scared me to death. I really didn't know what all the yelling was about. I didn't realize that my body was moving. It's a natural thing to me. So to the manager backstage, I said, what did I do? What did I do? And he said, whatever it is, go back and do it again.
Johnny Depp once said, one of the greatest pieces of advice I've ever gotten in my life was from my mum. When I was a little kid, there was a kid who was bugging me at school, and she said, okay, I'm going to tell you what to do. If the kid's bugging you and puts his hands on you, you pick up the nearest rock.
Kim Kardashian once said, I know people think we drive around in these nice cars and we do whatever we want and our parents will pay our credit cards, but that's not the case. Sure, my parents were generous. I got a nice car at 16, but at 18 I was cut off. I've worked really hard.
Margot Robbie once said everything happens for a reason is something that we have to tell ourselves all the time, because it's good to have the idea that something good is around the corner.
Marilyn Monroe once said, I am good, but not an angel. I do sin, but I am not the devil. I am just a small girl in a big world trying to find someone to love.
Amber Heard once said, can you ever imagine yourself in a situation like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, or Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, where the world feels like they have a stake in your private life? I would never want it.
Brad Pitt once said the gods envy us. They envy us because we're mortal, because any moment may be our last. Everything is more beautiful because we're doomed. You will never be lovelier than you are now. We will never be here again.
Chester Bennington once said, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end it doesn't even matter.
Dorothy once said, if I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look any further than my own backyard, because if it isn't there, I never really lost it to begin with. Hugh Jackman once said there comes a certain point in life when you have to stop blaming other people for how you feel or the misfortunes in your life. You can't go through life obsessing about what might have been.
John Lennon once said, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Morgan Freeman once said, the ancient Egyptians had a beautiful belief about death. When their souls got to the entrance to heaven, the guards asked 2 questions. Their answers determined whether they were able to enter or not. Have you found joy in your life? Has your life brought joy to others?
Steve Jobs once said your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking.
Morpheus once said, this is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
James Dean once said, you are who you are meant to be. Dance as if no one's watching. Love as if it's all you know. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today.
Freddie Mercury once said, I'm possessed by love, but isn't everybody? Love fuels my creativity, my performances, and my interactions with the world. It's a powerful force that drives me to express myself fully and passionately in everything I do.
Jelly Roll once said, I'm a lost cause, baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams.
Greta Thunberg once said, you have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering, people are dying, entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth.
John the Apostle once said he caused everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or forehead, so that no one could buy or sell without the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of his name. Let those with understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man 666. In the Gospel of John, Jesus declares, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." Do you think Jesus' statement here suggests exclusivity or inclusivity in salvation?
In Matthew 25:41, the Bible vividly portrays hell as a place of everlasting punishment and ultimate separation from God's presence. This depiction has sparked intense debates and varying interpretations throughout history. Some find solace in the concept of divine justice, while others grapple with the notion of eternal suffering. What are your thoughts?